Good afternoon, everyone. Just a quick reminder for everyone, as usual. We'll start with broadcast questions, which we ask there's no social media posting during the broadcast part of the press conference. Gary will get us started on that. I've sent all the squad news now, so you'll have it. And Daly's briefings embargo till 10:30 tonight. I'm aware that you may then want to do a separate embargo after that, which I'll leave it for you guys. Gary.
Thanks for your time. With Christian Eriksen, was that an injury sustained in training?
After the game against Brighton, I think he started to feel a small problem in his abdominal, and yes, it's I think it's a small thing. Hope for the next week will be available again.
Barcelona?
Hope yes.
And with the update regarding Hugo, still no time frame on it. Can you give us one yet? Or?
No, we need to assess tomorrow. Hugo is doing very well, and the same. The decision will be tomorrow if he will be available to play in Huddersfield. If not, we are going to wait to Wednesday. It's depend of tomorrow.
So it looked like, obviously, against Huddersfield, Gazaniga starts again. Maybe against Barcelona as well.
I cannot give.
Vaughan's out also. So.
No. Michel is going to be out. Yes, this is not Hugo Saturday or Wednesday. Of course, will be Paulo. Is nothing wrong happen in the next few days because, of course, Michel is still out injured. Yes.
Has he now moved from number 3 to number 2?
Now he's number 1. Because it's not Hugo. And of course, we are so happy. That is why we signed him 1 year ago. And always it's so important to have goalkeepers that can play and can performance in the way that Pablo. Of course, it's so tough to be a keeper, and it's so tough to wait your opportunity because it's not like a player that is on the in different position that you can play 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour. The position is so special and so different than another, and of course it's so tough the time when waiting for your opportunity. But we are so happy because I think, of course, our goalkeeper coach Tony Jimenez is doing a fantastic job keeping all the keepers awake and ready to play and performance. I think it's a so difficult mental situation for the keeper that not play too much. But now you can see the job, now pay back all that they work in the past.
So, as may be the case, if you have to choose between Michel and Paulo on Wednesday, would that be a tough decision?
Wednesday?
If Michel was available again on Wednesday, would that be a tough decision?
Yeah, but I don't believe that will be available. Okay. When that situation happens, you are going to see straight away my decision. No problem, no worries. Before the time arrives.
Can I shout Eric Lamela, 3 goals in 4 appearances, not even starts. Were you impressed by him?
Of course, yes, happy. Was some big impact. Again, Brighton, he started again Inter, and he scored in the last few minutes again Liverpool, and yesterday he scored. And of course, always you expect from a player like Lamela, that is not younger, that is not that we signed in the last 6 months, if not is here for now. I think it's his 6th season, more than us. He's on the club, and you expect to be an impact always when he's on the pitch. No surprise me. for me it's normal, no, that he score goals or performance well, more than surprise. Surprise maybe a younger one came from the academy and score goal or performance in a very good way, no. But why is going to surprise me, Lamela, no?
Do you mind if I ask you how far ahead you plan how you manage the squad? Obviously you make changes depending on the competition, depending on who's played, depending on maybe who needs a bit of a rest. How far ahead do you plan that? And I'm thinking this Huddersfield, then Barcelona, there's Watford in the Cup yesterday. Are you 2 or 3 weeks ahead or further ahead than that?
And then all that happened after, now Jesus is going to laugh because I'm going to say, you or tell you my favorite word, that circumstance, no? Pain, we are going to say. But I think the circumstance, when we judge everything and analyze, I think it's so important. Provide the team the best quality and energy for every single game. And of course that we have a macro plan, and then day by day we are taking decisions, because can appear different problems and you need to fix a small problem that you never expect. And I think always you work with a plan, macro plan. I don't know if it's the same here in Spanish, long-term plan, but of course, and then it's by day take a decision, because appear like Christian Eriksen appeared this problem after the game the Brighton, and you need to take a quick decision, and of course it's always football is very dynamic, like in the game, during the game in the pitch, but it's dynamic outside. You need always to try to anticipate and see, and when something happens, make quick decisions.
So you prioritise, for example, Barcelona over Huddersfield?
No. I think for us always is the game that we have ahead is to try to make to take the best decision, to try to help the team to win. Because when you are in Tottenham, you must win. Look, what for Liverpool Inter, we lose, and was a lot of criticize, and like it was the end of the world. And you cannot afford to say no. I'm not going to compete in this game, because if you don't win, it's like it's going to come the tsunami, the storm, and no, that is the truth. That is why always when we talk about the squad, is because we need a strong squad available, always 24, 25 players, and younger in behind, helping the first team to be strong when you need to, because during the whole season you need the squad, not only a few players that be available always to play.
You'll know why I'm asking this question, but I'm not going to mention any names. But if you have a problem within the squad with a player or players, how do you handle it? Do you try and do it all? Well, we know you try and do it all in private. Do you think that's the best way to handle a difficulty within the squad with a player, maybe?
I don't understand your question. If some problem happen in the...
If you're having a problem within the squad with a player...
With some player...
That you want to sort out, that you think can sort out, is it best to be done in private?
You never know. I think every single situation is different. It's many ways to solve the problems. And I think it's no one solution. No one is going to teach you or it's not a book, or you cannot buy the solution, because it's like on the game. And every single action is an action that you need to react under your intuition, experience, and when something wrong happens in the dynamic of the groups, it's always about your experience, how you are going to manage, but it's not a clear way to behave. It's like if you have 2 kids and you say, okay, I'm going to behave when something happens, I'm going to apply the same. But no, because it's different time, different circumstance, and I think everything is different, and you are going to react depend of your emotional state, how, if you are in a good mood, in bad mood. It's complete. The situation is difficult to guess, no, what is going to happen is you need to solve some problems.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You said circumstance really well 3 times.
Now 3 times.
Yeah. What about gesture?
I am going to try Chester.
Gesture.
Chester.
Gesture.
Gesture. Yes, better.
George.
I need a lesson, English lesson.
You're very good.
Mauricio, hello. A week after Milan, you've had these 2 wins. What's the atmosphere like in the squad now? A lot more upbeat, a lot more happier amongst the players?
Yeah, it's always after the victory, always everything is different. Of course, we try to keep the balance because it's so important, but I cannot say that when you win is much better than when you lose, of course, and of course that you can improve when you win. I think a massive wake-up call after Watford that put us in a very difficult situation, playing against Liverpool and Inter de Milan, but I think the team and the squad have personality and character enough to bounce back and start to change the dynamic of the negativity that happened in the last few games.
You mentioned Watford. Will you be reminding them about not getting complacent if you take the league against Huddersfield? Will you be reminding that throughout the season about what happened in that match?
No, of course, that every game is completely different, and always we need to respect our opponent. I think more than talk that Huddersfield is more to talk about to respect our principle and to go there and try to play in the way that we need to play. And I think it's about to have a right attitude, right energy, and the approach to the game must be the best, because it's to play against Huddersfield, and Huddersfield for me is important like play on Wembley against Barcelona. For me, the priority for us is and must be Huddersfield to play 200% and try to get the 3 points, because I think the Premier League is so important, like there was yesterday the Carabao Cup, but it will be the Premier League too. And for me it's too difficult to understand if we don't think like this, because when I prepare Huddersfield, or when we prepare Barcelona, when we play the Carabao Cup in Watford, we prepare the games with the same motivation and excitement and exciting to play, because every time that you play you have the possibility to win and make history. For me it's more about that how we are going to approach the game, and that is the key for Saturday.
You mentioned Eric Lamela. He had a lot of troubles with injuries. Do you think this could be his best season at Tottenham under you in particular?
I don't know. I hope yes. I think he deserves. He suffered a lot in 5 years here, a few injuries, long injury that was away. They keep away from the pitches, and of course he deserves. He's a great guy. And was suffering a lot, and of course the club deserved too, because it's a massive effort for the club when the club signed him and everything around him and the fans, and of course hope yes, and hope we'll have an amazing season. Sure, we are going to be so happy.
And it's a bit off topic, but are you a fan of the golf? Will you be watching the Ryder Cup?
Sorry, the
golf, the Ryder Cup. Are you into your golf? Will you be watching the Ryder Cup this weekend?
No, I didn't see too much. The Ryder Cup, yes. You say? No, I didn't see. It's true that Harry tried to push me. Oh, look, Tiger Woods, or he showed me by the phone the last when it was a massive people following. No, the last. Hole, no? Yes, and it was massive. Harry was so excited, showed me, but I was so focused in football, in trying to fix problems, and not time to watch golf.
Who's the best golfer at Tottenham? Do you know?
Another day they played. I think a few weeks ago, was a game between Ben Davies. Christian Eriksen, Harry Kane and Eric Dyer. I think Ben Davies and Christian Eriksen beat Harry Kane and Eric Dyer, but only was playing the mini golf.
Putting.
Yes, exactly. Maybe it's not fair to judge the quality of them
Thank you.
there.
One each from Dan and standing finish it.
Mauricio, on the text message we got, it said Lloris is out for Huddersfield. You seem to suggest that.
Yes,
Play.
he's out for Huddersfield. Sometimes we made a mistake too, in between the coordination and the communication.
So, what can we expect?
No, sorry, maybe it was some miscommunication, but we need to assess tomorrow him. It's not. Maybe, of course, it's my responsibility. Maybe my communication wasn't. Sorry. No. Yes, miscommunication. No. We are going to decide tomorrow if he's going to be or not available to play.
Okay. Has he been here in the last week, or has he been back in France?
No. He was here. He was training here all the. No. In France, only was one day that he was. The first Monday after the game that we play against Watford, he traveled to check with the doctor there and come back, and all the recovery was here. And he didn't move there.
Mauricio,
Yes.
in your book, you wrote of an incident where you had a disagreement with the man of Adebayo. When he had a disagreement with the man of Adebayo, when you walked into the office, when you were with Daniel Levy, demanding to know why he had been left out, why you didn't tell him that he was not in the team.
Yes.
How did you deal with that situation? Because later on he thanked you for making whatever decision you made, but how did you deal with this situation?
No, I think it was more a situation, a funny situation, and we took that and now we took a very funny situation, but of course, in the moment was like now, no, that happened. He was injured. He came from, remember, with all the problem from his country. And always was, okay, we were in communication to trying to take the best decision for him. But in that moment we believe he was still not ready, but he believed that was ready, and no good communication, and was out of the list. And he came to see me, and I was in a meeting with Daniel, and Daniel was a little bit, what happened, no? What problem? I said, no, nothing happened. And then we go downstairs and we talk, and my relationship with him always was fantastic. I respect him, he respects us, and always was fantastic to meet him like a player and like a person. Always for me was top, and he's top, and always I have unbelievable memories working with him.
Cameras off now, thank you.